A Twitter? Sorry, twatter. Did they even have a twatter? Oi, you twat. I'm a Twitter your twatter. What? I'm a twatter your Twitter. The many quotes of Game Busters J. Ho! Ho! Grenades, okay. Is that a hammer? What the hell? I got juggled by bombs. Gotta speed up.
Sonic, hit Dark Gaia's weak spot, quick, while I hold him back.
I don't have my soundboard on. Oh. Oh. Tifa! Just do it. What?
Hello everybody, welcome to another stream, or if you're new, welcome in. We are not doing a normal stream today. Normal stream, we're not going to be continuing our Legend of Legaia 2 playthrough because currently in the UK it's hot. We don't have proper ventilation over here. We only have fans that just blow heat all over the place. And hang on a second. There we go. I think that's better. I'm sorry if I sounded like I was screaming in your ear. Hopefully I'm not screaming in your ear anymore. Yeah, so what I was saying is we have been streaming Legend of Legaia 2, for those of you who don't know, or those of you who do know. But it's too hot in the UK. The temperature's gone down a bit. But the problem is that this country is very humid, especially the houses are very humid. It's like an oven in my room right now. Because one, it's hot. Two, it's humid. Three, my room is tiny, filled with electricals. I have a fan on, which isn't doing much, but it's there. I've even got an ice cream, and this ice cream's been in my room for about 2 minutes because I was waiting until we were alive to eat it, and it's already started melting. But anyway, we're doing something different today because I ain't got it in me in this blooming heat. I just mostly want to just chill and relax, not have to think about playing a game or focusing on that or anything like that. But there's some exciting gaming news next week. I mean, there's already been some gaming news, I believe. I think there might have been some potential indie stuff have been announced. I haven't been keeping up if anything crazy's happened. But the big stuff, Summer Games Fest next Friday and State of Play. Well, State of Play is coming first. Literally round the corner, we're going to have a State of Play that is apparently over an hour long next Tuesday. And Sony PlayStation seem to be hyping it up. So much so that they are releasing like theater shows that you can get tickets for in America, specifically somewhere in America. I'm not sure where, but somewhere in America. And they're like, hey, get tickets to watch the show. But also, they put a schedule out 2 weeks early, which they never do. We always get like a notification like 2 or 3 days before a State of Play. This seems big. Whatever they got cooking, they're like, you want to watch this one. If you want to watch any State of Play, you want to watch this one. Now, don't get me wrong. This could all just be a load of fluff, and they could be a load of nothing hype, or it could literally just be, which I kind of hope it's not. It could literally be hey, here's a teaser for something cool. Want to see the full trailer? Go watch Summer Games Fest. And it's like, all right, but Summer Games Fest is literally 3 days after. What's the point of announcing a teaser just to be like, get excited, you get to see more at Summer Games Fest, or you could just announce the whole thing at Summer Games Fest? So I kind of hope when the entire thing isn't that. What I'm saying is that I hope that we get some, really cool announcements at Summer Games Fest, but I also hope that we get some cool announcements at State of Play that are kind of unrelated, if you know what I mean. Like maybe more PlayStation exclusives, maybe a lot more third-party stuff at Summer Games Fest. But I thought, because I do like doing this every now and again, I don't always do this, but since I feel like this is the big one for this year until you get to the Game Awards, I want to do a few YouTubers do this. Shout outs to Max, dude. He does this. I wanted to just chat for a bit, talking about what we'd like to see and making predictions, and also potential bets, which I'll get into, as well as pipe dreams, things that we know that probably aren't going to be there, but we want to put them down anyway, because you never know, right? Unlikely to never be there. Also, shout outs, if you get, hopefully you can, well, you actually probably can't hear this actually. There we go. You probably hear it now. Hopefully it's not too loud. Shout outs to, if I just bring it up 1 second. 1 second if I do this. There we go. Shout outs to Sonic and Chill Radio, Melodies Zone. I can't really show it, can I? Because of how I've set it up, but yeah. Shout outs to them. I've just got Lo-Fi Sonic going on right now. Of course, this is cropped in like the worst part, so I can't. So it's actually cutting off the name of the channel, but you'll have to just take my word for it, I guess. What if I do this? Will that make a difference? Not really. It's just cut off. Anyway, it's because of my old setup, but ooh, what if I do this? No, I don't think that makes a difference either, does it? No. Oh well. You get the idea, but we're just putting some Sonic Lo-Fi while we chat. I don't expect this to be too long unless I ramble, because I'm hot and I'm stuffy and I don't want to be dealing with it. So this is what we're doing something different this week. No Legaia 2, I'm sorry, it's just too hot. If things continue, I mean, we might not be streaming for a bit if this heat wave continues. I don't know, man. Luckily, I've got some ice cold water. But yeah, I thought this would be fun. Get into the spirit and hype of gaming, and hope that we get something interesting, or at least I'll say interesting. But at the end of the day, all of these presentations boil down to one thing: you. If there's something there that you're interested in, then it's a good time. You could sit there and be like, "Oh, look at this crazy announcement for a game," but if it doesn't interest you, then you might not think it's a crazy announcement, right? Because it's just not to your taste, which is fine. It's like saying like, here's God of War, here's the next God of War. But if you don't care about next God of War, that's not going to really do anything for you. A bunch of other people will be excited, but it won't do anything for you. If I get a new Sonic announcement, if I get a new Sonic announcement, and you come in and you go, I don't give a shit about Sonic, you're not going to care about it. So it's not going to do anything for you. I'm going to be happy though. I'm going to be like, welcome in, Footloose. Yeah, so what we're doing today, just to kind of quickly reiterate for those coming in, since it's really hot, we're not going to be playing Legaia 2. We are going to have a chat about what we expect in the State of Play next Tuesday and Summer Games Fest. We're going to have predictions, we're going to have bets, we're going to have pipe dreams. So I hope this is going to be a lot of fun. Which, you know, just going to have a lot of fun with it and see where we go. Like I say, like big streamers and content creators like Maximilian, dude, he does like crazy like donation bets and sub bets and stuff because he has money, but I'm not doing that. Because I don't have money. He does. He has streamer money. And I've got some Sonic Lo-Fi music in the background. Hopefully it's not too loud. Hopefully you guys can hear it. Hope it doesn't overpower my voice or anything like that. Hopefully we're good. Hopefully I'm not out of sync with the camera again. But if I am, I am. So that's what we're doing today. And to start off, I figured I'd throw the obvious one that I am personally looking forward to, and there is a good chance it could be here. There's still a chance it could not be here, and if it's not going to be either at State of Play or Summer Games Fest, I'm going to be a bit concerned, but we'll see. The devs have been talking a lot about this without revealing anything, but they keep talking about it. So much so that Hamaguchi apparently has beaten this game 40 times. Yet you don't have a trailer for us yet. And yes, I know, when he means beat it 40 times, he's a developer. He's probably rushing through it, and it has like developer tools. So he's probably just playing certain parts, skipping certain things, because, you know, it's their game. So he could just play any part of the game he wants. Point is, he's either played it or tested it several times, and they basically said the game is done and they're in polishing phase. So to me, it's inevitable if we want this game to come out in 2027. And I need to switch over my screen. So hopefully you can see the Microsoft. Yeah, I'm still using Microsoft. The Microsoft predictions table here. If we need to add to it and expand it, we can. Do not worry. We're just gonna have fun with this. Don't know how long I'm gonna stream. Probably not too long. We're just gonna have some fun with this. All right. Okay. So hopefully you can see this. Right. And I've got a Cornet in case anyone cares. Need to cool down. Right. So, Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3. Now, here's the thing. I don't think it's going to appear at State of Play. I think it's going to appear at Summer Games Fest, because I personally think Summer Games Fest is just going to have a bigger audience than State of Play. I know that a lot of people back in the day would probably think Final Fantasy and PlayStation, but also people forget that Final Fantasy started on Nintendo and then eventually went on to PlayStation, right? And specifically Final Fantasy VII, I think, has always been associated with PlayStation because it was on the PS1. Yes, Footloose, I got Don Cornetto. Don Cornetto. Don Cornetto, that's what I got. Tasty. Yeah, so we've been waiting for a while. Or at least I have. Unless you're Footloose, because he hasn't played Rebirth yet, so. Which I'm going to talk to you a little bit about that in a minute, Footloose. Yeah. It's Final Fantasy VII's 30th anniversary. 30 years. In 2027. It's either like end of January or February, I forget. Yeah, I heard that wrong. I thought you was making a joke, to be honest, Footloose. Have you never had a cornetto before, Footloose? Cornetto ice cream. It's an ice cone, basically. Ice cream cone. It's just a brand made ice cream cone. I grew up on these. I did. Yeah. So if we assume it comes out on the 30th anniversary, because it just makes the most sense. We haven't had a trailer yet. The devs are talking about it. They're basically saying the game is done, but there's an apology, and it's like several months ago, Nomura also stated that they've already decided on a date for a trailer. We didn't know what that meant, but it just means, well, we didn't know when that meant. But it just means that, oh, hey, yeah, we know when we want to show a trailer. They know. Jeff has been known to show some Final Fantasy. He's had Rebirth there. He had Rebirth at Game Awards. Now, we didn't have it last year, but I have a good feeling. I have a good feeling this year. I feel like there's a really good chance, because, put it this way, if it doesn't turn up, there's two things. Either we just get a random trailer on a state of play later on in the year, it doesn't come out for the 30th anniversary. Well, it'll probably still come out in 2027, but it'll probably come out later. That's my logic anyway. I was trying to think. I was like, what is this lo-fi song? It's Terminal Velocity, I think, from Sonic Colors. That's such a good track. God, it is. Well, it's the perfect sort of tense music. Like, you gotta, like, it's definitely the music where it's like, oh shit, we gotta go. Everything's blowing up. That's such good music. Yeah, you hadn't had them in a long time. And yeah, I used to have them a lot more when I was younger. But over the years, my parents have occasionally bought these, so I've had them. Yeah, I can never go wrong with these. So yeah, we've got two different things going on here. We've got state of play, what we think is going to be at state of play, and what we think is going to be at Summer Games Fest. Now, initially, I was going to do like a separate table and be like, hey, this is going to be like for both or either, but I'll just fill both in. So I'm leaving Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3, whatever it is. I think it's going to be at Summer Games Fest. I don't think it's going to be at State of Play. So that's where I'm putting it. Again, if I think it's both, we'll put it in both. But I think it's going to be Summer Games Fest, so I'm making that executive decision that I predict is going to be there and not a State of Play. I'm leaving it there. I don't think we're going to get a teaser trailer or something at State of Play, like a title reveal, and they go, see more in 3 days. I don't think so. But, yeah, I think we have a really good shot. And I've already made a bet, so you guys get an idea of the sort of things that I may or may not do. So here's the thing. And this is just a celebration for Final Fantasy VII. If, and I mean if, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna be that guy. The trailer has to be at Summer Games Fest. If it's at State of Play, no bets. Sorry, it has to be Summer Games Fest. I'm predicting Summer Games Fest. Now, if it's both, that's fine because it's both. But if it doesn't, but if it shows up at State of Play and it doesn't show up at Summer Games Fest for whatever reason, no bet. If Part 3 of Remake shows up, I will at some point finally play and beat Final Fantasy VII OG. Now, I haven't thought about this too much, I'll be honest. I don't know which version. It's probably not going to be the original PlayStation 1. It's probably going to be a port, whether it be like PS4 or something. Is there a PS4 port? I think there is a PS4 remaster port or whatever, or PC port. I don't know. And I don't know when I'll get to it because I haven't even finished one RPG yet. But I will try to make it a priority whenever I can to sit down and finally go through properly from beginning to end OG Final Fantasy VII. If and only if Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3 shows up at Summer Games Fest. That's the bet. That's like my reward to you guys, and just, I guess, to myself. It's just be like, you know what, I'm gonna finally just bite the bullet and finally just sit down and try and beat this game, because I've never beaten it. I've played it, never finished it. So we're gonna try and finish it at some point if we get a trailer. I hope there's a trailer. I want there to be a trailer. I do. I really do. So we'll just have to see what happens. My teeth don't like them. Very sensitive to really cold things. Oh, you've got sensitive teeth then. Oh, that's unfortunate. What do you do about water then? Footloose. Do you have to have the water cold, but you can't have it like really cold, like freezing cold? I mean, I say that because of the hot weather now. So, like, do you have to have it at a certain cold temperature? You can't have it too cold for your teeth. Oh. I'm sorry for the munching. Maybe I should mute that. Sorry, but this... I don't know if you guys can hear this, but this Spring Yard Zone remix, though. Right, so that's the idea. Just so you guys know, here's Pipe Dreams. And I've already made... Here's my first pipe dream. I want a new Spyro game. Do I think it's happening yet? No. But if it does, and this doesn't matter, this could show up anywhere. This could show up Summer Games Fest, State of Play. We'll stream into the Dragonfly. Now, I'm not saying I will completely play through Enter the Dragonfly because that's too much. I just said I'll stream it. Whatever that may be will be what I determine it to be. It'll probably just be a one-off stream and I'll probably just mess around. I'll probably like just glitch or something. I don't know. But if for some reason, somehow, we get a new Spyro, Enter the Dragonfly stream. I don't think it's going to happen. I think it's unlikely to happen. But that's the bet. I have to stream Enter the Dragonfly. So, anyway, so let's go back. And before we go on to other predictions, I actually just wanted to message. I just actually want to talk to Footloose real quick in the chat because I know he hasn't played Rebirth yet. I'm sure there are still a bunch of you guys that haven't played Remake or Rebirth yet. So here's the thing. Oh, hang on. You don't want to see that. So here's the thing. There's a chance that it won't show up at all, which would be a real shame. But Square Enix at times can be very spoilery. There's a chance that there might be references to Rebirth if we get a trailer. So if you haven't played it yet, you might get spoiled. That's just something to be aware of. Again, I'm not saying it's definitely going to be there. We do not know. But at this point in time, this is the best chance for it to turn up. And to me, it makes the most sense that it should turn up. But I thought that at Game Awards, I thought if it was going to, I thought the earliest it could appear was Game Awards 2025. Nothing from Square Enix at all. Dead. Yeah, weren't anything crazy. So, but again, if we hope that it comes out at least sometime early 2027 around its anniversary, we gotta get a trailer soon, surely. Because we won't just get one trailer. We're obviously going to get like a few trailers as we get closer to release. So to me, it's like, if it's not now, then it's either going to be like some random State of Play or it's going to be Game Awards. And if it's Game Awards, that means we're probably not going to get the game until later on in 2026. So yeah. But my thing, Footloose, I want to ask you actually, because we are going to be streaming both State of Play and Summer Games Fest, so be sure to stay tuned. Come and watch along with me. I hope it's going to be a good time. If not, I'll try and make it a good time. We'll have some laughs, we'll have some jokes. You know, whether it be making fun of anything on screen, or we'll be super excited and it'll be crazy. We'll see what happens. But that's next Tuesday, which will be the 2nd of June, and I believe it's the 5th of June on Friday. I don't remember I think like Summer Games this might be like 9 or 10 for me, and State of Play is around the same. I think it's like either 10 or 11, something like that. So it's sort of late-ish for me, but we'll be streaming it. Yeah, my question for you, Footloose, is what will you do? Are you gonna risk the chance of 7 Part 3 trailer for State of Play or Summer Games Fest, or do you think you're not gonna watch any of it at all, just in case? That's all. Just a question. I'm just curious. If you're like, are you gonna tune in and be like, I don't want to get spoiled, but I also kind of hope that we get something, or are you gonna be like, no, I'm not gonna risk it, even if it doesn't turn up, I'm not gonna risk it, I'm not gonna take the chance, I'm just not gonna watch it, and then we'll get into it. And then we'll properly get into predictions. Also, by the way, this is absolutely anyone can get involved. If you have anything that you think that might turn up, anything that you want to see that you might not see, right? Let me know and we'll add it. And we'll try and come up with some bets. Remember, within reason, but if you have anything you would like me to do, if something turns up, like I said, I'll play the OG stream if we get Part 3 trailer at some point. Then by all means, let's just have fun with it, but also be reasonable. There's not going to be really any money bets. So though I'll probably have to buy OG because I don't have it, but I could always mute it whenever 7 Part 3 comes on. Yeah, you could do that, but you'd also have to not watch it. You know what I mean? Like, unless that's what you mean. You mean like you'd have to like go on a different tab. Oh, you're sitting in your chair. Oh, I'm turning around. Let me know when it's over. Yeah, I mean, you could do that, right? You could just like, you'd be like, oh, you know, I could be like, red alert, Footloose, I heard the music, it's definitely Final Fantasy 7, and you could just walk out and then come back. You could do that if you wanted. Yeah, again, we don't know, but we are hoping. I mean, if it turns up a State of Play, I don't mind, but we're hoping that we're gonna finally get at least I am personally hoping for a meaty trailer. I don't want a title reveal and that's it. Unless it's a title reveal at State of Play and then they really just tease us and they go, Summer Games Fest has the big trailer. Right. I don't really want just a title reveal. They've been talking about this too much. I want to see something. Show me Part 3. Show me some gameplay. Show me some new stuff. I want this trailer to be a crazy announcement. I don't just want a title reveal. You know? I'm really hoping. But anyway, I've got some of my own stuff down, but again, please throw in any of your predictions that you hope that you either want to be there, you hope that probably want to be there won't, or anything that you think is very like, oh, this could show up here. This could show up here. Not guaranteed, but this could show up here, and we'll try and come up with some bets. So let me know, because I've got some stuff. I've got some stuff myself. Excuse me. So, what about if Devil May Cry 6 gets announced? You would have to stream Devil May Cry 1. Yeah, alright. Sure. Oh. Oh. I don't mind. I've played Devil May Cry before, by the way. The first game. I've played 1. I beat 1. I played 2. Didn't like 2. Have not played any of the others yet. But sure, I could replay Devil May Cry 1. The only reason I shudder is because I don't like the spider crab boss. I don't like the spider crab boss in that game, for obvious reasons. But I did beat it, so sure. I don't mind doing that. So, okay, so one of Footloose's predictions is Devil DMs... Oh, for fuck's sake. Hang on a second. This keeps doing it. That's really annoying. DMC 6. Let me do this for everything on. It's so what? I ain't got no socks on. I just got slippers on. DMC 1 stream. I like DMC 1. It's, you know, its writing isn't the best. It's funny, but you know. But sure, we can do DMC 1 or 3 if you could. Hang on, or 3 if you would prefer, since you haven't played it. I mean, I don't really care. It's your prediction, Footloose. But would you? Okay, Footloose, do you think it's likely to show up though, or is that a pipe dream? Because if you think it's a if it's more of a you want and you think it's a pipe dream, then I'll put it in the pipe dream section. It's up to you. You know, do you prefer me play DMC 1 or DMC 3? I haven't played DMC 3, so like I'll leave it up to you. It's your bet, so it's your decision. I'm not playing DMC 2. I'm sorry, I'm not playing DMC 2. I'm just not. God, that game fucking bored me. Holy shit. I think that game gave me an aneurysm. So I'll leave it up to you. But let me know if, like, would you say, do you think it could show up? Or do you think it's more of a, I just kind of want it and it's like a pipe dream? You know, like how I think, like, I want Spyro, but I don't think Spyro's going to turn up. And also, my English is immaculate. Do we think State of Play or Summer Games Fest? Or either? Free maybe then? Well, we can put 3 down. I've got 3. I haven't played it. But hopefully there isn't anything else that's going to freak me out in that game. But we'll see. Maybe a 10% chance? That sounds more like a want to me than a... That sounds more like a... That sounds more like a 10% chance. That sounds more like a pipe dream to me. But you know what? We'll leave it there. It doesn't really matter. I'm just trying to separate what we think is likely to show up. So it's just kind of like, hey, if a lot of this stuff do show up, I'm likely going to be doing these bets. The pipe dream stuff is just like the holy shit, there ain't no way that actually appeared, but it did. So it's a bit crazier, right? It's less like, but it's also less likely to happen. I might do something and you're like, you're really going to do that? And I'm like, yeah, I'll do it, but it will never happen, so I'll be fine. Do you see what I mean? Like, the stakes are higher because it's less likely to happen. That's my idea anyway. So, oh, Hidden Palace Zone. So you think Summer Games Fest? Okay. All right. We'll leave it there. Right. So, what I will do. Here's pipe dream. Well, I don't know. Is it a pipe dream? No, I guess it's not really my pipe dream. It's more of a, I guess it's like your prediction, Footloose, where it's like you think it's a 10% chance of being there. And it's like, this is, although I would like it, it's not like a pipe dream. I can wait for this. But there's one thing that everyone needs to know. And that is the State of Play is going to have an extended look at Wolverine. It's not going to be the entire stream, but they said an extended look. It's over an hour long. Apparently it could be 90. It could be an hour and 30 minutes. How long will Wolverine be? 10 minutes? 20? 30? I don't know. But Wolverine is definitely what they're being like, oh, hey, come and see Wolverine. But there's going to be more stuff there. They said there's going to be other announcements there. It's not just going to be Wolverine. So, and some people have predicted that they're either going to save Wolverine for the end as like the closer, or Wolverine will actually be at the beginning and it will end with something crazy. But we'll see. Devil May Cry has been quiet for a while, so you never know. Well, you're right. You never know, Footloose. You never know. I don't know what they're gonna do. I heard something about like some of the dev teams are not really there or anything more. I mean, what was it? Was it Kamiya? Like they're working on Okami, aren't they? Okami 2. We haven't seen anything for Okami. Maybe we should put Okami 2 down. Now, you know what? I haven't even played Okami 1. Let's put Okami 2 down. I don't know if it will show up. I really don't know, but let's put Okami 2 down. Oh, for fuck's sake. You know what? If Okami shows up, we will again. There's got to be a lot of games I stream. I doubt it though. We'll play Okami. I'll have to find a copy of Okami. I don't know if Okami's ever been remastered, but if Okami 2 trailer, we will play Okami. But here's the Insomniac thing I was talking about, which you can probably guess what I'm talking about. If it's not Wolverine, I don't think Spider-Man's turning up here because I assume probably most of their team is probably focused on Wolverine. Now, unless they got a separate team working on Spider-Man 3, I doubt it. You never know. This could be crazy and we could have Wolverine and Spider-Man 3. I don't think so, though. I think this is unlikely. I think this is pretty unlikely. But I'm putting it here anyway. What was I going to say? The last time we got a Spider-Man 2... Well, not the last time, but one of the State of Plays, we had a Spider-Man 2 trailer, right? But they also gave us a Wolverine teaser in the same State of Play. So we had Spider-Man 2 and Wolverine. So, I mean... Never know. Maybe we'll get a Spider-Man 3 teaser. I don't think so, though. I don't think Spider-Man 3... I don't think we're going to hear anything from Spider-Man 3 until, like, maybe maybe 2027, maybe, right? I forget, I don't even know if Wolverine's gotten a release date yet. So I don't know when Wolverine's coming out. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to put it there. I think this is almost Pipe Dream thing where it's like, it could show up all of a sudden, but I don't think so. But if it does, sure, we can do that. Okay, so what I can't write because it's just too much to write in these boxes. So if somehow Insomniac's like, oh, we ain't just got an extended look at Wolverine, we've already got Teaser of Spider-Man 3. Again, I think it's very, very unlikely. I will put on a Spider-Man costume for a stream, and I will play a little bit of Insomniac Spider-Man on PS4 in hard mode. It'll just be one stream, and I'll just be in a Spider-Man costume for one stream at some point. I think it's very unlikely it's going to turn up, but I'll tell you what will turn up, and I'm debating on, and you know what? Not Summer Games Fest. Not Summer Games Fest. State of Play. Oh, for fuck's sake. There we go. Yeah. So far we got 3 for Summer Games Fest. We got any state of play predictions? Any state of play predictions? Spider J. Yeah, I'll be Spider J. I don't think it's gonna show up, but beautiful looking game, Akami, but I got so confused. Yeah, well, we'll see. I've been wanting to just try it, see what it's like, because I really don't know. The only thing I've heard about Okami is that apparently it's like Zelda, and I mean, if it is like Zelda, I'll be able to tell. I will have a good time if it is. Unless it's like the dungeons or something are like really confusing. But if it really is like Zelda, I might have a good time. Also, I don't think much, if anything, Nintendo's going to show up. Unless they've announced some direct that I don't know about. As far as I know, I haven't heard anything of a direct as of yet. There might be another one. It wasn't that long ago that we had a direct. I don't think so. I don't think we're going to see much. I don't think so. I mean, I could be wrong. This could be like the craziest Summer Games Fair, so they could just randomly drop Smash Brothers, but I really don't think so. So I don't really have any Nintendo predictions, really. Yeah. So, I don't know. I do have something, but I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure if it would be at State of it'll probably be Summer Games Fest. I'll put it in both. Okay, so something that's inevitable is we haven't heard anything about an Onimusha release date. decided what this is. It's nothing crazy. I'm just gonna replay Onimusha 3. For fun, because this is for me. If we get a Way of a Sword, if we get a Way of the Sword at either Summer Games Fest or yeah, so if we need a release date, all right? They announced it before Resident Evil 9 Requiem, and that game came out before it. They said 2026, and so far Capcom are still firm that it's 2026. We just don't know when. There's been no release date trailer. It's gotta happen soon, right? Surely. I think there's probably be Summer Games Fest, because I don't, it's not like Onimusha is going to be exclusive to PlayStation, but I'm going to put State of Play in Summer Games Fest for Onimusha. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah, so I'll leave it there. Like, I think that, like, to me, that's probably the most likely thing to me so far out of the list. What about Streets of Rage 5? How likely, though, Footloose? Again, is that what you want and that's more of a pipe dream? Or do you have a feeling that it's likely it could show up? And it definitely, I doubt it would turn up at State of Play. Like, if it was going to turn up, it'd be Summer Games Fest. But is that more of what you hope and want, pipe dream? Or is that just like, is that still another like kind of really unlikely to show up sort of thing? Because there is one thing I will say after your response, I do have another Sega game that I'm actually going to put in predictions. So probably a pipe dream, yeah. I personally don't think we're going to see anything on Streets of Rage 5 anytime soon. Well, I guess this is technically remixes and lo-fi. Streets of Rage 5, I feel like is very unlikely. Okay. What should the bet be, though? What should be done if somehow, out of nowhere, Sega's like, boom, here's Streets of Rage. What to do? What should I do? Something to think about. Something to think about anyway. But we can come back to it. That's fine. Something I think that might show up is Crazy Taxi. Now, one of the games from their, like, I guess, new initiative, right? One of the games from their new initiative was Crazy Taxi. This does not sound like Planet Wisp at all to me. I don't know what this is. But anyway, yeah, Streets of Rage, Shinobi, which we've already got, Golden Axe, Jet Set Radio, Crazy Taxi. They said more, but they've only announced those games. Now, just want to say, about 3 or 4 days ago, the official social media page for Crazy Taxi just teased a photo of a taxi. And some other like, I guess like official accounts were saying it's time. So it's like, if they're not hyping up, if they're not potentially setting up Crazy Taxi being the potential next Sega game, I'll be surprised. I think Crazy Taxi's coming. I don't think it's going to be State of Play though. We don't really tend to see too much Sega at State of Plays. I think it's going to be Summer Games Fest. So I'm going to put... Oh, now this is Aquarium Park. I can hear this. Now, I've played a little bit of Crazy Taxi back in the day. But we could play it. I don't have it anymore. I don't actually have it anymore though. So I would have to get access to a Crazy Taxi game, and we could stream it maybe. Streets of Rage 4 hard mode? Yeah, sure, I could do that. Why not? That would be a fun challenge. I could be wrong. I don't know if have I done that before? I don't know. Excuse me. Right. So I'm gonna look at my... I've got some other notes for things I want to potentially put down, or even just a query. Just to let you guys know, just in case anyone's just tuning in, they don't know what's going on. So we are doing predictions for Summer Games Fest and State of Play that are literally going to be around the corner next week. This can be anything that we think that could likely be there. It can be unlikely, but if it's like very unlikely, then we'll put it in pipe dreams where it's like, I want this to be here, but it's probably not going to be here. Even if it's like, oh, something's been announced, but we haven't seen anything, and it's like, are you going to see anything here, or probably not, then we'll put it in pipe dreams. Pipe dreams is just like, I really want Sonic Adventure. There is no indication at all that Sega's working on a Sonic Adventure game. So it's a pipe dream. But if somehow it does turn up, we have the bets. And so far I'm doing I'm like playing certain games. Again, I haven't decided whether I'm going to do like full playthroughs of these games. I've just decided that I'm going to be at least doing at least one stream, right? I'll probably do a full playthrough of 7 OG, because that would be a bit unfair if I didn't. But yeah, we'll see. But that's what we're doing. We're just making gaming bets. So Crazy Taxi trailer. I don't know what to do about this just yet, so we'll leave that there. Let me have a look at my list here. So done Spidey. I'll put Spyro there. Ah, that's right. So again, I'm not really sure if it's going to turn up, but it could. But it's probably too soon. Is this? It is Sonic R. I have never properly played through all of the original God of War games. I know, crazy. I've beat 2018 and I beat Ragnarok. I've never fully played through the original trilogy. I've played a little bit of the original God of War, and that's it. So if God of War, if an actual trailer for the God of War remake, which I think is unlikely at this point, they announced a teaser not that long ago. So I really just don't think we're gonna see it. But If we do, I'll do an OG playthrough of God of War. First time. So it'll be interesting. I pretty much know what goes on in the series, right? I know. I just haven't played it myself, so... and I'm going to say state of play. I'm not going to say both. I'm going to say state of play. Ugh. Now don't worry, we've got space. We can have more space. Don't worry. Where's the insert? There it is. Okay. Was there anything else of what to do? Onimusha, Crazy Taxi. Oh yeah, there is another one, but I just want to see if Footloose has, or anybody else has any suggestions. Again, these could be pipe dreams, like I really want this, but I don't think it's gonna happen, or this could happen. It could, no guarantee, but it could. I would like to see something like this. It could actually turn up here. Then let me know. State of play, Summer Games Fest, or either. There's more chance of a Shadow the Hedgehog remake than Sonic Adventure than a Sonic Adventure 3. Yeah, there was also rumors back in the day about a Sonic Heroes remake or remaster or something. But this was a while ago, so this is why I don't care for rumors and leaks. I just want to say, and I probably should have said this before, I think this is very unlikely because it's probably only Footloose, or there's probably maybe a couple of you just lurking. Please, please, please. No talks of leaks. I despise leaks. They ruin things. I don't want to know I don't want leakers to be leaking information about these games and stuff. Like, no, I want the game developers to show us this, right? I want to get excited for a trailer, not be ruined by leakers being like, haha, look, there's a new game in this series, like a week beforehand, and then the trailer comes out and it's like, yeah, the leak was right. I hate leaks. So I don't want anyone talking about leaks. You will be banned. I'm serious. Even if I put something on here, right? If I put something on this list, and it just so happens that there's been word in the grapevine, someone's leaked some information about some new game in the series, I probably don't know, and I don't want to know. So I don't want it to be like, oh, that's one of the leaks. It's like, I don't want to know. 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 Yes, I've seen a couple of potential leaks. I don't know if they're true. I do not care. I'm trying my best to avoid it. But unfortunately, I saw a little bit of something. I'm not going to tell you what it is. Don't worry about it. I'm a little bit annoyed. I'm hoping, to be honest, part of me is kind of hoping that it's fake. What is this? It sounds like Streets of Rage, but... Oh. It's a weird Ice Cap remix. Okay. Okay. Do you have anything else, Footloose? Any pipe dreams? Does anyone have any pipe dreams? Any predictions? Do we have anything else, Capcom or Square Enix? You know what? I'm gonna put one down. With the 30th collection, I don't know. We'll see. Probably not, but I don't know. As for what to stream, I don't know yet, so we'll leave it. Yeah, we'll leave it. But I'm gonna put new Rayman. I don't know. I don't know. Was there anything else that I had? Oh yeah, right. Sparking Zero. Here's a definite pipe dream for you. Fly 5. I don't know what to do about a bet, but Sly 5. I was just looking at my collection and thinking about certain things, right? Speaking of Sonic, though, do we think something Sonic's going to show up? New game? Remaster? I'm not going to put this down because it's just kind of DLC, and I feel like it's just kind of inevitable anyway. But there's a chance we might get some DLC announcements for Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, right? And I mean, I'm hoping that we get some more OG Sega characters, and hopefully some cool third-party stuff. Some new third-party stuff that isn't just Nickelodeon characters for some reason. I don't really get it. But yeah, what other than like the pipe dream that is Sonic Adventure, do we think like there could be like a remaster of a game, a brand new game, or do we think that's too soon? The last game we had was Frontiers. How old is Frontiers now? When did that come out? I don't actually know. Another aquarium park stage. Oh, well. None of that, thank you. All I can really think about are pipe dreams. I mean, that's fine. We can just add to the pipe dream. Pipe dreams, that's fine. Hatsune Miku game. Is that a pipe dream? We'll put it in a pipe dream. I've never played Hatsune Miku. Not really my type of game. Well, what is it? That is weird. How you spell Hatsune Miku? I don't think they understand what that means. Yeah. Okay. I mean, she's in Cross Worlds Footloose, so you never know. You never know. She is in Cross Worlds. But yeah, you got any pipe stuff? Throw whatever you want. Why not? We're just trying to have fun, you know. We're just trying to have a chill stream. I don't want to stream for too much longer because it is kind of hot. But I have to play as Miku and Sonic Cross Worlds for a stream. Okay, sure. I was like, do I even have her? Well, if I don't, I'll get her. Bro, what is happening? It's really annoying. Sure, that's easy enough. Give me an excuse to play Cross Worlds again, I suppose. I don't know what we would do in there. Maybe just do some Grand Prix or something. The games are kind of pricey. Yeah, well, okay, well, I probably wouldn't have actually bought the game for this. I'll be really honest with you. If games have to be bought and they're expensive, yeah, that's a no. I just won't be doing it, I'm afraid. Like, this is why I said the bets have to be reasonable. You know? Unless someone's willing to buy the game for me, you have to be reasonable. I don't want to have to spend much if I don't want to have to spend much money if I can help it. So, you know, be careful with money bets is what I'm basically saying. I'm not made of money. I'm not Maximilian, dude. I don't have streamer money. I don't have thousands of people watching him, tens of thousands sometimes, with donations every 2 seconds. You know, I don't have anything like that. So Crossworlds would be a good alternative, sure. Yeah, realistic stuff, please. Oh, speaking of Shadow the Hedgehog, it's my favorite level. Sky Troops. I think it's Sky Troops, right? I think it's Sky Troops, right? Yeah, I actually like Shadow. I kind of like Shadow the Hedgehog. I sort of do. There's still a lot of stuff I don't like about it. It's a funny game. But yeah, do we think anything Sonic we want to put down? Any new Sonic game? Or do we think it's too soon for that? Something new or a remaster? Speaking of the last Sonic game, yeah, Sonic X Generations, nice. Have you tried it yet, Footloose? Do I have anything else on my list? And of other companies and stuff. There's Sonic Crazy Taxi. Okay, so this is inevitable at some point. This is more for me. So at some point we're going to get Sparking Zero DLC. We've got the Sparking Zero DLC for release. I'll probably just stream some Sparking Zero. Maybe we'll do online. I don't know. Maybe we'll do some custom battles and stuff. God, I wish they would update the custom battle. I wish they would make it better. Oh, I really love the potential of that mode. But at the moment, it's just the potential. It's so rough using that mode, man. Oh, I wish they would do more with it. I really do. So they said summer, and we just don't know when. Right? Does that mean Summer Games Fest, or does that mean July or August? We don't know. So this is coming, right? The Sparking Zero DLC is coming. They said it was summer. We just don't know when. So I don't think it would turn out at State of Play. I think if it could be announced at Summer Games Fest. I think this could be likely. This is more for me. So I'm putting that there. So maybe I'm forced to play as Hercule or something, like or Freezer Soldier, someone really weak, and I have to just do a bunch of online matches or something. I don't know, or do like maybe I gotta do like survival mode or something with like Freezer Soldier. Oh my god, that would be a nightmare. I'd still have fun, but it would be a nightmare. A Shadow remake would be brilliant. Is that pipe dream Footloose? Or is that an actual bet? An actual like, it could turn up here. I was more thinking about what we think could turn up here. But I mean, I can add it to the pipe list. Just a little while last night, I beat the Biolizard. Okay, cool. So you're doing the Shadow story, right? I assume, not playing through the Sonic story again. Pipe dream, okay. Oh, it's the options music, right? It's like 2 options music, yeah. Well, no, not the options music. Competitive mode, right? 2-player mode. Yeah, 2P results music. That's it. Yeah, I want to do the Shadow stuff first since it's new. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's what I did. What do you think of it so far, by the way? Like, how you finding it so far? You fought the first boss. I'm trying to think myself. Do I want to write any more pipe dreams down or actual predictions? We got a lot for Summer Games Fest. What could turn up at Sony? That's the question. Here's one for you, Footloose. This is one for you specifically. Resident Evil. You got any Resident Evil predictions? Or any pipe dreams? Like, do you think they would announce an RE5 remake? Or another RE remake game? Because they seem to be doing it now. Or, I don't know, an Ada DLC for 9 Requiem? I don't know. Any Resident Evil? I don't know. Yeah, I'm trying to think of... I'm mostly thinking of like big party stuff. So Sucker Punch had Ghost of Yotei. They could release Ghost of Yotei DLC, I suppose. They did for Tsushima. They could do Ghost of Yotei DLC. Maybe. I don't know. Ghost of Yotei DLC. I might put that down. I don't know. Unless Sucker Punch is going to be working on something else. Like an Infamous or something. I'm not going to put Just Dance from Ubisoft because I feel like that's probably going to be there. Because they always do one. Anything Mortal Kombat? I don't know. Any fighting stuff? Virtual Fighter? I know that got announced, but we don't really have like a proper trailer. I don't know, any Virtual Fighter and stuff. What was it? They're talking about Street Fighter 6 DLC, Tekken DLC, anything like that. I don't know. See, I'm not a fighting game guy, so I'm just throwing some stuff out there for anyone. Right? It's Ice Cap again. The Resident Evil Code Veronica remake. Pipe dream, or you want to place it as an actual like bet like, oh yeah, I think it could be here. Shadow with wings is interesting. Yeah, well, Keep playing Footloose. That's all I can really say. Keep playing. Keep playing. Very fun. The power-ups are fun to use. Yeah, they are, aren't they? I agree. I really should go back to it. Pipe Dream, since they will probably do Resident Evil 5 first. Should we... You know what? Why not? Let's put Resident Evil 5, right, as an actual prediction, and then we'll put Code Veronica as a pipe dream. That's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. I don't really need to add stuff, do I? I mean, I could. And since we need to fill up state of play, I'm going to put it in state of play. I don't know if it would actually turn up state of play, but we're going to put RE5 remake. Oh god, what's the thing for that? I don't know. I don't know what the I don't know what the bets for that is. It might be a big ask for me to play something Resident Evil, I'll be honest. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. I'll have to see. But that's what I'll sorry. That's what I'll do. That's what I'll do for now anyway. I'll say state of play. Even if it turns up Summer Games Fest. We'll say state of play. Thinking. I don't think it'd be anything else from Sega. Probably not. I think Crazy Taxi could be probably something to Sonic, but I don't know what. So one thing to note, we did just get a Dragon Quest 40th anniversary stream and they announced Dragon Quest 12, so I can't see Dragon Quest 12 turning up anywhere. I don't think so. They literally said they don't have anything else to show, so I don't think we're going to see anything Dragon Quest related. That is something to mention. I probably shouldn't look at my games because they're probably not the best example for for certain things. Oh, you know what? This is an absolute pipe dream, but I'm doing it. I'm gonna do it for fun. This is a pipe dream I thought of. This is just like this is like you're putting on clown makeup here. Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories remake. Now, what to do? I guess like I could either play. I could just play Forbidden Memories again, or I could play Forbidden Memories. Maybe I have to play it a certain way or something, or or maybe I'll play a different Yu-Gi-Oh game or something. I think it's unlikely. I think it's very, very... I like this to me is probably the most pipe dream for me. Right? But I'm putting it down anyway. Because that's what I want. But I know it's not going to happen. What about the Shadow remake? Bet you have to do one playthrough of Shadow the Hedgehog, but your path will be decided by rolling a dice. We'll be using a number randomizer. Sure. All right. Sure. All right. Sure. 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 All right. We'll do. Okay. Sonic Adventure. The Speed Highway Day. Shadow. I'll probably understand it. It's all getting saved anyway, so. It's all getting saved anyway. You know, I realized we ended up talking for a while, but you know what? It's okay. I'm a little bit cooler, so it's not too bad. And plus, at least I don't have to focus on playing a game, so it's less of a bother for me right now. So, but I am still a bit stuffy. Oof. We'll probably be wrapping up soon though, anyway. Like 1 would be a good path, 2 the neutral, and 3 the evil path. You roll after each level. Sure. I don't know if I remember all the dice stuff. I don't even know if I have. I'd have to. We'll see. I don't think that's gonna happen anyway, but that's why it's called a pipe dream, right? Any Crash Bandicoot pipe dreams? I don't know. I don't think we're gonna get anything from Pac-Man for a bit because we did get Pac-Man World 2 not that long ago. Mega Man? I know Mega Man, is it 12 or whatever got announced? I don't know. A lot of Capcom. I don't know if they'd show anything Mega Man yet. I don't know. Dino Crisis remake? Ooh. Okay. Yeah, we can do that. Ooh. I know a lot of people really like Dino Crisis. I know that. That's a little bit niche, should it literally just me? I should just attempt to play Dino Crisis because I've never played Dino Crisis. I'm terrible at these types of games, so I won't promise I'll beat the game, but I'll try it if it turns up. I will give it the good old college try. If it does happen, again, it's a pipe dream. So, let's see. This is gonna be fun. I have a good feeling about next week. I really do. I have a good feeling. I hope I'm right. I have a good feeling. Look, dude. Even if there's gonna be big announcements that I don't care about, at least I can sit there and say, like, you know what? I'm happy for you guys. This is still a massive announcement. You know what I mean? Sure, I would love to have something that I like, right? But maybe I just get the Onimusha release date and I can finally be like, yes, I can get it now. I can pre-order it or whatever. And then, like, everything else is just, like, stuff I'm not really too bothered about. But it might be that everybody else is like, yeah, whoa. You know? I want this to be a good time for gaming, you know? So I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful. Okay. Any more state of play bits? I'm just thinking. Is this Sonic Lost World? It is. Okay. It sounded like it. Trying to think of like other companies and other gaming series. That isn't Nintendo, of course, but like so specifically like towards like PlayStation or whatnot. But I am struggling a little bit here. Kingdom Hearts 4. Oh god, I don't really want to put that one down, but I guess I could. Hmm. I don't think we're gonna get anything new Astrobot. I don't think so anyway. I don't think we'll get anything new Prince of Persia. Yeah, I'm struggling a little bit. Oh, I keep doing that. But yeah, if anyone does have any predictions or pipe dreams, please feel free to get involved. This is just meant to be a little bit of a silly fun, just a chill stream. Hopefully, we're gonna have a great celebration of gaming next week. We hope that Sony isn't full of it, and we hope Jeff isn't hyping things up as he sometimes does, and it's just like, you know. We need more games with dinosaurs. Isn't there like a bajillion like Jurassic Park games though, Footloose? Or do you really just like dinosaurs? I feel like they're constantly releasing Jurassic Park games. I guess you mean just games that are different to not Jurassic Park. But... And all these games turn up and Jay has to stream everything. Dude, look. It's better than me like being like I will like donate a bunch of subs to you guys like what Max does, because I don't have the money for that. I like honestly, Footloose, if everything turns up, right, I can say that we were here for it and we are prediction gods, and I should probably do the lottery. But also I will be ecstatic if everything turns up here. I'll be so happy. I'd be so happy. Dude, if everything actually somehow turned up, it would be the craziest state of play in Summer Games Fest in history, dude. I would be so... Dude, the excitement would never end. I'd get so excited, and on top of the heat, I'd just melt in my chair and I'd disappear. But at least I went out. At least I went out with a smile on my face. Oh my god. Dude, people would lose their frickin' minds. There's something for everyone. Everything is here. We're remaking all the old popular games. We're also doing new games that everyone wants to do. It's not microtransactions or constant PvP games because they're always in style. Here's another mobile game. No, actually, sorry, no, not a mobile game. Here's creativity. It's back again. No AI. Yeah, let's go. Ow. I would be overjoyed. Just like Stevie Wonder, I would be overjoyed. I don't think anyone's going to get that. No, I would. I would. It would be an incredible moment for gaming, right, dude? Even if some of this shows up, I think it'll be a very, very strong presentation. You know. I hope. I really do. You know, like, I know there are other Sega projects like Golden Axe and stuff, but I don't think we're gonna see anything like that. My money is on Crazy Taxi at the moment, so we'll see. We'll see. I know I talked to my friend recently, and he because there's been other things going on with Sega, he doesn't think that things are going particularly well with Sega at the moment, and that he doesn't think there's going to be announcement for like Sega projects yet. But I told him to tune in next week, is what I said. I said, listen, I don't always get my predictions right, but at times I've gotten pretty good predictions. Even when I've been streaming, I've looked back at some highlights from like old streams where I'm like, oh, imagine Sonic turns up next. And then literally Sonic turned up next. And I was like, how the fuck did I do it? What? There are times where I say things and they just happen. So I'm just saying, you never know. Put it out there, you know? It might be a pipe dream now, but you never know. You know, like, one of the things that is a pipe dream for me is that I want one of the third-party characters in Sonic Racing Cross Worlds to be Crash Bandicoot. But do I think that's going to happen? No. But it could. They got Minecraft in Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. There's no reason they couldn't get Crash Bandicoot to me. I feel like there's no reason they couldn't get Crash Bandicoot in there. But would they put him in? Probably not. Crash can drive. He's a kart racer. You know? So, I'm just saying. Still not enough Dino games. Wasn't there... Didn't they... I don't know if they released it or not. Wasn't there like another game a while back that was announced? Was it called Exo Primal or something? And a lot of people were saying that it felt like it was going to be a not Dino Crisis, but it ended up being like a Dino PvP or something. I'm not 100% sure. I think it was called Exo Primal. I have no idea if it was any good. I have no idea if it was any good. Right. I'm thinking. Anything else for State of Play or Summer Games Fest? I mean, we don't have to. We can just leave it like that, like this. We don't have to fill everything up, right? That's perfectly fine. Any fun pipe dreams? Dunno. See, if this was Nintendo as well, I would have a couple of stuff. So a new Ratchet and Clank. Ooh, good one actually. Yeah, good one. Ooh, I feel like so I actually feel like it could be a bet. It could be a prediction. It could also be a pipe, but I mean, they clearly still make Ratchet and Clank games because we got the PS5 game, right? Which I still haven't played. I should try it. I'm not the biggest Ratchet and Clank guy, I'll be honest, but I want to give it a go and see if like Rift Apart, like maybe that will be the game that I'm like, you know what, I like this Ratchet and Clank game, or maybe it won't be. Right. Yo, it's Strangers in Moscow. I mean, sorry, the Sonic 3 ending credits music. How does it feel? Stranger in Moscow. Oh, I mustn't say that. Dude, watch I get a copyright claim for just singing a little bit of Strangers in Moscow. Jesus. Yeah, like, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's too soon for a Ratchet and Clank. Because Ratchet and Clank is Naughty Dog, isn't it? You know what probably will show up, Footloose? Is their newest project, which I can't remember what it is. It's like I don't even know what the new project is. It's just like some woman with like some sort of like power sword thing. It's just like gonna go fight something on a planet. But I don't really know what that means. I don't know what type of game. I think it's called Intergalactic, I think is what it's called. So I guess that must be like, I bet that will show up. I bet there'll be a trailer for Intergalactic, Naughty Dog's new thing. So. Oh no, it is Insomniac, isn't it? I'm thinking of who am I thinking of? Jak and Daxter. Sorry. You're right. Yeah, Spyro, Ratchet and Clank. Yeah, Insomniac. You're right. Oh, so that would be another Insomniac game. Do we think Ratchet and Clank would show up as well as... I didn't think of that. As well as Wolverine? I don't know. Maybe... Yeah, okay, the more I think about it, now I'm realizing that it's Insomniac. The more I'm like, maybe it won't show up because of Wolverine. Maybe that's a... No, you know what? Fuck it. We'll put it as a prediction. Now, do we think State of Play or Summer Games Fest for Ratchet and Clank? We'll put it as a prediction anyway. Let's just throw it down. Just throw it out. I mean, I don't think DMC is going to show up. So, and that's on there. So, where should we put it? Or should we put it in both? Do we think it's a both thing and could show up at either? Or do we think it's more likely to show up at State of Play? Or more likely to appear at Summer Games Fest? Again, because I don't want to cheat, because we could just say, oh, just put them everywhere, and it's like, no, I don't want to do that. I want that to be like a nope, here's a bet for this, and here's a bet only if it turns up at Summer Games Fest. State of Play, okay. State of Play it is then. I actually don't think it would show up here, because a new Ratchet and Clank might overshadow Wolverine. So I feel like it'll be at Summer Games Fest. But Footloose says State of Play, so we're putting it State of Play. That's what we're putting. New Ratchet. You know what? I talked about it. That means I'm gonna have to pay for it, but Rift Apart stream. And you know what? If it does, if it shows up, that's what we'll do. And it will be a blind stream because I've never played it. So, cool. Right, we'll throw it up there. Why not? We'll do a Rift Apart stream if there's a new Ratchet. And it has to be new. It can't be DLC for Rift Apart or something. It has to be a new game. An actual new game. Even if it's like a sequel to Rift Apart, as long as it's a new game, right? I have to state, new game. So, yeah. Do 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 do. Metropolis Zone. I'm running out of water. Okay, because I'm running out of water, we're gonna wrap up the stream real soon. I think that's a solid bet, right? Let me think. Anything else? Because like I say, well, No, you know what? I'm going to open up the floodgates. It probably won't make a difference. We're going to open up the floodgates a little bit. Nintendo doesn't show up very often. And there's a good chance because they'll probably do their own direct. But I'm going to throw it out there. It won't show up at State of Play. But I'll just say, if anyone's got any Nintendo predictions for Summer Games Fest, anything at all. It could be Pokemon, it could be Mario, it could be Zelda, whatever it might be. Again, I don't think we're going to get much from Nintendo at Summer Games Fest. I think they'll if they're going to do anything, they'll announce a Nintendo Direct. But you never know. but you never know. Because sometimes they have dropped things at a Summer Games Fest. When we had Smash, they did drop a Smash DLC. So you never know. I don't think it's very likely, but I'll just throw it out there. We'll just say, hey, maybe something Nintendo could show up at Summer Games Fest, but I highly doubt it. Not something new anyway. But we'll open up the floodgates and say, if anyone has any Nintendo predictions, if they think something might turn up at Summer Games Fest. But I think if anything turns up, it will be in their own show. That'll be their own presentation, in my opinion. Because Nintendo are very much like that these days, right? Damn. I was thinking of something else, but again, a lot of Capcom, and I'm like, I don't think we're gonna have that much Capcom, but I could be completely wrong. Well, no, it's not Capcom, is it? It's more, well, it's Platinum Games. It's just that some people from Capcom worked on it, I believe. Nah, probably not. You know what? I'll put it as my prediction. Why isn't this center like everything else? Bayonetta 4. Now, it's true that we still got some bets, but that's okay. We don't need to fill out the bets right now. If any of this gets announced, I can add to the bets later. Of course, if anyone does have anything they want to fill out for the bets, please let me know. But I really don't think we're going to get a new Bayonetta yet, but I'm going to throw it out there. Bayonetta 4. That's for me. That's for me. That's definitely for me. Bayonetta 4. Hey, you know what? Fuck it. New Crash. Now, this can be a new. There was talks about a potential CTR 2. I don't know why there would be, but as long as it's a new game. Yes, I count mobile game. No, actually, no, I don't, because that pissed me off. No mobile games. I immediately backed off from that. I was like, yeah, and I was like, no. No mobile game. Fuck it. I put Spyro up there, so new Crash game. I don't think so, but whatever. Anything else? I was like, do I need to look up some gaming companies to be reminded of what to show up and stuff? You know what I think is, there's one game that I haven't put up on here because I feel like, again, it's likely, not guaranteed, but likely. Just like another GTA 6 trailer. I'd be surprised if it doesn't turn up somewhere. State of Play or Summer Games Fest. I think a GTA 6 trailer is inevitable. So I'm not putting it down specifically because I just feel like, I mean, it can still not show up, but I just feel like, you know, it's very likely, right? GTA 6 doesn't really do anything for me either, personally. I don't play GTA, but I know GTA 6 is going to be probably one of the biggest games, especially if it does come out this year, which we don't know for sure if it's going to come out this year or next year. If it comes out this year, it might be just straight up the biggest game of the year for sure. Even if you don't play it, I know how big GTA is. GTA is not really my type of game, but I understand the appeal, right? I absolutely understand the appeal of GTA. It's just not really my thing. So GTA doesn't really do anything for me, but I'm happy for others. So I'm not putting that down. Oh, my head. I don't think there'll be anything else Dragon Ball. I don't think we'll get like a Xenoverse thing, but we might do. I don't think so. Any inspiration coming to me at all? Oh, sorry. I know what I'm saying. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm saying sorry to my own microphone. Silly bugger. Tricky. I might have gotten everything out that I can think of right now. Oh dear. Ooh. Ooh, new Nier game. Honestly, Footloose, that might not be such a pipe dream. I'm not gonna say why. Let's just say that I've been hearing talks, but you know, people like to talk. So never played a Nier game either. So okay, we'll leave it there. Maybe that'll be another thing. Maybe I try one of the Nier games or something. Sure. Like I say, pipe dreams is literally anything your heart's desire. You know? You could sit there and say, I want the ultimate video game crossover that isn't Super Smash Bros. Is it likely to happen? It's probably like a 1% chance, but you can put it down if you want. Why not? Again, just have fun with it, right? Just have fun with it. Anything you'd like to see, anything you hope to see that you think is likely to see, anything. You need more Android waifu. Are they have you played both the Nier games, Footloose? Are they like direct sequels? Are they all are both games just about androids or something? I have no idea. I only know that 2B is an android and the boy, that there's like a boy, right? That's also an android that I don't know I don't know what I don't know what that boy's called, but that's the only thing I know. And like I don't know, maybe like I've seen like a character from the first Nier game, like Nier Replicant or whatever. But I don't know anything about that either. Dragon Age. I haven't played the Dragon Age in a long time. Yeah, both separate stories. Okay. Robots. I mean, I don't know if you've ever played Stellar Blade, Footloose, but I have it on good authority that Stellar Blade was heavily inspired by Nier Automata. So much so that the character was heavily inspired by 2B. It's probably not the same story, but like, yeah. I have no idea if Stellar Blade is any good. I just know a lot of people like to, you know, compare them. I mean, I like my action games, right? I like my action games. I do like my action games. What is this song? This sounds familiar, but I can't think about what it's called. Oh, it's Prison Lane. Oh, yeah. It is Prison Lane. Sonic Adventure and Adventure 2 remake, man. You know what? I am not. I'm still a little surprised that Sega hasn't capitalized, because, like, you had like Shadow the Hedgehog. Sorry, you had like, well, Shadow in Sonic 3, which is heavily inspired by Adventure 2. I feel like reviving Sonic Adventure and Adventure 2 would be a good shout, especially Adventure 2 because it's got Shadow in it, right? I mean, I know that obviously Shadow Generations and stuff, but like, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I just feel like if they remade Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2, that shit would sell like hotcakes. I really do. I feel like it's just a no-brainer, you know, in my opinion. But I think Sega just wants to go forward. I don't think we'd more than likely get a Sonic Adventure 3 than a Sonic Adventure remake. They want to go forward. They don't really want to. They don't really. I say they don't really like to go back, but they did Sonic Generations again. So, and they remastered Sonic Colors. So I don't know. 2B was your favorite character, of course. Yeah, I heard about the fate of 2B in the game. That's all I'm gonna say. I know what I more or less know what happens to her. So I don't know the full details, but you know. Alright, last minute. We're about to wrap up the stream. We got any more predictions or any pipe dreams? This will be the last time we'll be updating. We can update bets later, right? We can update bets later. But any predictions and pipe dreams, now's the last time to get them in. And then we'll have a quick look, and I'll see you guys next Tuesday. So yeah, it's gonna be fun times, I hope. Oh, so Chow Garden music. I'm really trying to think myself. Like, even just thinking of like, even stuff I don't play, but like one of the companies, you know, but they could be dropping out, right? And it's tough. Don't know. That I can think of from the top of my head. I don't know everything, of course, but I got one for you, Footloose. Tomb Raider. The remake of the original got announced and a brand new game got announced. Do you think that we will get an updated trailer on anything Tomb Raider? Do we think we'll get like a new trailer for the remake or for the new game? I'm surprised you didn't think about it, Footloose. You're the Tomb Raider guy. You could always put a Tomb Raider down or something. Now that you mention it, yes. Okay, so what are we doing? Shall we? You know what? Should we pick one? We'll pick one. Either the remake, we get like a new trailer for the remake, or we get a new trailer for the new game. and then decide whether it's going to be State of Play or Summer Games Fest, or either. Doesn't really matter. So pick one: remake trailer or new game trailer. And we ended up talking for 2 hours, but you know what? It was fine. It was all right. It was okay. So new game, okay. New game trailer and Summer Games Fest. Gotcha. Don't know what we'll do for bets, but that's okay. You know what? We'll leave it there then. Yeah, I think that's good. That's good enough. That's good enough. We got a lot of stuff on here. All right, so let's have a look. Let's do a bit of a road call. Okay, so. All right. So for State of Play, we've got Resident Evil 5 remake. Don't know what the bets are that yet. This feels like unlikely, but also likely, so we don't know. We'll figure out bets later. I'll probably organize this a bit better as well, but it's okay. New Ratchet. Maybe. Probably unlikely, but not impossible. Rift Apart stream. Never played it. Now this is to me, it's just like, this is all pretty much on the borderline of pipe dream. This is unlikely at this point. We know it's going to happen at some point, but it's probably too soon. But if somehow it happens, Spider-Man 3 announcement, I will cosplay. I'll do a Spider-Man. I will wear a Spider-Man costume. I'll be Spider-J for like a stream, and we will play Insomniac's Spider-Man on the PS4 hard mode. Well, it'll be the PS5, but you know what I mean. We'll do a bit of a hard mode. That's what we'll do. Onimusha date, again, inevitable. Capcom keeps saying it's coming out this year. We've heard nothing. I feel like if they were like saving it, like some final trailer, like maybe they'll finally, because they haven't shown the Onimusha transformation yet, so maybe they're saving some Onimusha trailer. I don't know. It's got to happen at some point. I think overall, it could be overall. I'm leaning more State of Play, but it could be Summer Games Fest. It absolutely could be Summer Games Fest, because I think it might have been announced at Summer Games Fest, or was it Game Awards? I forget. One of the two. Sorry, Jeff, your shows kind of all blend together and somewhat. So yeah, that's inevitable. It's gonna happen soon. It's likely it could show up. It's still likely it couldn't. So it's hard to say. But it's got to happen at some point, unless Capcom literally comes out and says, sorry, we're delaying it. Which I really hope they don't. As far as I know, they're still on track, so I'm hoping I get to see that. Crazy, oh no, that's the... well, no, that's fine, yeah. Crazy, shut up. God of War. I also think it's probably a bit too soon. Again, I've heard in the grapevine that there's talks of a potential side game, another like spin-off God of War game, but that's not what I'm putting down here. I'm putting the God of War remake. It was announced not that long ago. It could show up, but I doubt it. If it does, at some point I will stream OG God of War, and I will actually do a full playthrough of it. I think that's it for State of Play, right? That's it for State of Play. Okay. This is the big one for me. The dream. Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3. It's gotta happen, right? Surely. My prediction is Summer Games Fest. Not State of Play. And it has to turn up at Summer Games Fest. I'm not saying I will never do an OG stream, of course, but I'm just saying that if it does show up at Summer Games Fest, I will try to prioritize an OG stream sooner than later. Like, I can't guarantee it, but if it does come out in 2027, maybe I'll be able to stream OG Final Fantasy 7 before it comes out. We'll see. Right? We'll see. That's the big one. Like, to me, honestly, if I get that, I'll be happy. Anything else at Summer Games Fest, I mean, if it ends up being like a bore fest or whatever for me, it's like, well, I got FF7R Part 3. Now, of course, if it's just a title reveal, I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably gonna be upset. I know it's something, but at this point, I'm like, nah, we need like a proper trailer. We need gameplay. I need to see some of the world. I need to see gameplay. I need to see a little bit of story teasers. But we'll see. That's the big one for me. Like, if that turns up, the Summer Games Fest, I mean, sure, I'll be happy for State of Play, of course. But if it turns up at some point, hell yeah. DMC6, I don't think it's likely. But Footloose wanted it up here, so it's up here. Or next DMC game, I will stream DMC3. I don't know if I'll do a full playthrough yet, but I will at least attempt to stream. Akami 2, I thought, why not? They announced Akami 2, was it last year? Might be too soon, but maybe get a little teaser gameplay trailer. I'll try Akami. Why not? Sounds like a fun little game. Crazy Taxi. There are talks. The social media account was like vroom vroom with a picture of a taxi, and it's like, why would you do that? I think it's coming. So it'll probably be like, if I can get a hold of a Crazy Taxi game, I'll probably stream that as well. I'm doing a lot of streams, but I don't know what else to do. Oh, you know what? My nephew would love playing Crazy Taxi, I think, because he's really into his cars at the moment, and his dad lets him play Mario Kart. So when he comes round, he's always like, Jay, do you have Mario Kart? And I'm like, I do. Can I play it? And I always ask his mom first. I'll say, if your mom says it's okay, you can play Mario Kart. But today he came around and he says, can I play Mario Kart or Sonic Racing? And I've only talked a little bit about Sonic Racing once to him a while back, and he's never said anything about it before. So I don't know if his dad has a Sonic Racing game as well now or something. I don't know. Either that or he remembered. This was a while back though, right? This was a while back. So it's either he remembered, or maybe his dad has got a Sonic Racing game now. So now he's asking for Sonic Racing, and I'm like, but yeah, he's into his cars at the moment, and I feel like he might have a lot of fun playing Crazy Taxi. Though I wouldn't do a stream with him on, because my sister would not approve of that, obviously. But yeah, Tomb Raider. This is for Footloose. I don't know what I'll do for predictions. Again, maybe it'll just be like another, I'll try Tomb Raider again. I'm bad at those games. I have such a hard time. Maybe Footloose can pick out a Tomb Raider game for me. Like, it could be one of his favorites or something. Or maybe it's just a Tomb Raider game that he wants me to play or want me to try. Maybe we'll do that if that turns up. New Rayman. Yeah, I don't know. I would like a 3D Rayman game, but I don't know. I don't know. All I will say is there's talks, but there's talks about everything, so... I don't know what I do for bets at the moment, though. We'll see. Sparking Zero DLC release. It's coming at summer. We don't know if it's going to be announced, obviously, here, but... They said it's coming out in summer, so it's inevitable. It's coming out soon. We just don't know when. Could be this month, could be next month. We don't know. Again, I think it could likely be here. and it would be a release date for the DLC. So I'll do a Spark and Zero stream because I like Spark and Zero. All right, sorry if I'm yelling, by the way. I apologize. Oh my god, chill Marble Zone music. Yeah, I just got some lo-fi and remixes up in the background, so not bad, not bad. Right, Pipe Dreams, new Spyro game. I don't think so. Enter the Dragonfly stream though, if it happens. Streets of Rage 5. I don't think so, because I think if Crazy Taxi comes along, I think that's probably what they'll be doing. I think it's too soon for a Streets of Rage. It's gonna happen because they said it was gonna happen, but I just don't think it's yet. Pipe Dream, Streets of Rage 4 hard mode though, if it does. Sly 5, definitely not. Don't know what I'd do though, so I'd have to think about it, but that was my choice. Hatsune Miku, Footloose. If Hatsune Miku game does get announced, I'll play as her in Cross Worlds because I'm not buying a Hatsune Miku game. Shadow the Hedgehog remake. Again, not impossible, but unlikely. I'll do a shadow run, maybe with a dice. Footloose suggested like a random shadow run. Just like one pathway or something. We'll see if it happens. For Footloose, Code Veronica remake. Don't know what I'm gonna do if that happens. Kinda hoping it just doesn't happen. Nah, not to be rude, but like I don't know what to do for a bet yet. If it does it does happen, I don't know. I'm not very good with Resident Evil stuff. It's not really my thing. But again, we shall see. I can tell you right now, I definitely do not want to play RE9. And if you know, you know. I definitely do not want to play RE9. I don't know if all RE games are like that, but I do not want to play RE9. I learned the hard way when I watched someone play it. Yu-Gi-Oh! FM remake, definitely not happening. Definitely not happening. I'll play something Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean, I was gonna say, mate, I'll play Yu-Gi-Oh! In real life, but I mean, who am I gonna play with? I don't know how I would even be able to stream a real life Yu-Gi-Oh! Game anyway. Just a match with someone, I don't know. But maybe I'll play Master Duel. I've actually never played Master Duel because it's very like sort of competitively. So I don't know, maybe we'll try Master Duel or something if it happens. I don't think it's gonna happen. There's no indication. Dino Crisis remake for a Footloose. Dinos. I will try Dino Crisis if I can get a hold of it. Yeah. At some point. Sure, why not? This is for me, Bayonetta 4. I don't think so. But that's why they're called Pipe Dreams. Don't know on bets right now, I'm not too sure. New Crash game again, probably not. Probably not. And last but not least, for Footloose, a new Nier game because he wants more attractive female androids in his life. So there you go. That has been our hot and sweaty UK summer stream of State of Play Summer Games Fest 2026 predictions. I really hope that some of this is actually going to turn up. I really do, because I think it would be incredible. But you know, if it doesn't, it doesn't. Hopefully there'll still be some cool announcements, right? You know, it'd be nice if there's at least something for someone. You know, if I get something, if Footloose gets something, maybe we can take that as a win for State of Play and Summer Games Fest. We'll see. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, everyone. I appreciate you all. I've had fun anyway. I've had fun talking about this, and like I said, I hope that it's going to be a really good State of Play and it's going to be a really good Summer Games Fest, and I really hope we're all just going to come away and be like, you know what, that was good. There was something for me, there was something for my friend, there was something for Jimbo down the road. We can all get excited, even if there's something that isn't interested to you, but you know your cousin's really excited for it. You're like, you know what, good shit. I hope so. I hope so. But stay tuned. Like I say, I will of course be streaming my reactions, so be sure to tune in on Tuesday. Again, before we go, let me try and find the actual times. Right? Let me find the times. Let's have a look. Right. State of play. Let's have a look. That is not helpful. They never show the UK time because we don't care. Okay. So state of play is apparently, or should be, 10 p.m. my time. 10 p.m. my time, so UK time. You'll have to work out if you're watching in like America or any other time zone what that is, but it's 10 p.m. For the state of play, and that is next Tuesday. Right. Summer Games Fest 2026. Let's look at the time. Oh yeah, it looks, yeah, okay. So you didn't see, are we in GMT or are we in BST? But it's either going to be 9 p.m. or it's going to be 10 p.m. But it sounds like it's going to be roughly the same time. It sounds like it's going to be roughly the same time, but on Friday. So yeah, tune in Tuesday and Friday. Come watch along with me. Hopefully we can get excited for video games. Hopefully. I know there's going to be an Xbox event at some point as well, but I'm not an Xbox guy, so I'm probably not going to look into it, but maybe there'll be something there as well. I don't know. Maybe Nintendo will sneak in a Nintendo Direct. I don't know. But hopefully we'll have a good time. Hopefully. We'll see. I'll try to temper my expectations. But if even half of this stuff turns up, I'll be happy. And I'll have a lot of streams to do. Alright, thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a fantastic weekend, and I hope to see you next week when we watch State of Play. But until then, take care.